What's up? It's your boy, J-Rax. As you can see by the title of the video, today I'm going to be going over exactly how I use MeldaProduction's 37 plugin free plugin pack. But yeah, I was searching all over the web for free plugins and I came across this, and at first I just wanted the auto-tune. And then I found out that you could get 37 plugins for free and I was like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? Like, why would I not download this? This plugin pack has everything that you need to get a good sound out of your songs. This is not a sponsored video. I just wanted to make this because these plugins are amazing. They made my song sound so good. If you don't believe me, check the end of the video because the song is hard as fuck. So let's get into it. I'm going to go over all 37 plugins. I'm not going to go over how to use all 37. I'm just going to go over what the whole pack has. And then I'm going to go over how I edited this song. Okay, so with the MeldaProduction MFreeFXBundle, if you go on their website, which is linked down below, you can download all 37 plugins for free. Or if you want to, you can donate $29. It says free/29. It's basically, if you pay the $29, it's like a donation. And the only problem with getting the free version is you have a little red bar on the plugin name, like this right here. Like, this is the only problem. It just shows this. If you buy it, then it gets rid of this. But I don't really care seeing that, so I'm not gonna buy it yet. They have a lot of different plugins on their site, but I'm just going to focus on these 37. So the first plugin is Magc Magic. I think that's what it's called, or it might just be Magc. But basically, that just allows you to match the loudness to the sidechain. I used it on maybe one track. Does pretty good, gives it a pretty sound. The Analyzer is a plugin where you could see the range of the frequencies that are going on in your song. So if you need more help trying to EQ, then you can use that one. The Auto Pan is basically a panner. It just helps you pan your songs throughout the speakers and make it louder and give it more wideness. The Auto Pitch, oh my gosh. Thank you guys for this plugin. This shit is amazing. I use this on my song, and this plugin is so good. If I didn't want to use waves real time, or if I didn't want to use the pitcher, I could just use this plugin and get an amazing sound. It is so good. The Bandpass is, of course, what it says. It's a bandpass. The Bit Fun is an extreme distortion plugin. I'm not really looking for a lot of distortion right now, so I didn't use it. But if you are, then the Bit Fun plugin is for you. The MCC generator produces up to 8 MIDI CC values, and it can form its own parameters. The M-Channel Matrix is a powerful utility tool which lets you mix and reroute the channels from both inputs. The M-Charm Verb is just another reverb, basically. I love that plugin. It's so great to get an amazing sound from that reverb. It's way better than the stock FL Studio reverb. I'm going to do more reviews on other products, but so far this is my favorite reverb for a free product. The M-Comb is basically another filter plugin. So if you need to put a filter on your voice, you can mess around with that and get some cool sounds out of it. The M-Compressor is what it says. It's a compressor. The M-Convolution EZ is another reverb. I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure it's very good. I'm going to use it on my next song that I make, not use. The M-Convolution EZ plugin is basically just another reverb. I didn't use it on this song, but I'm going to use it on ones in the future. The M-Equalizer is another EQ, another equalizer. You can easily take out sounds that sound harsh in the mix. I use that on this project, and it is amazing. The M-Flanger is, of course, a flanger, but it does some really cool things on it. You could change the shape of the wavelength. So think about gross beat, how you can make things sound a different way. I'm not saying that this plugin is gross beat, but it gave me a gross beat type feel when I was trying to edit a beat with it, because I was able to change the wavelength shapes and make the sounds come in different angles. If you don't know what a flanger is, I just want you to test out this plugin because you can get a lot of cool sounds with it. I especially use the flanger on my ad-libs, so it's great for that. The M Freeform Phase is another phaser. If you don't know what a phaser is, it's not a panner exactly, but there are panning features within the phaser. So if you want your ad-libs to be going from left side to right side in the speakers, or to sit in the mix and like be moving around, then that plugin is for you. The M Metronome is just a metronome. They have a notepad on it called the M Notepad if you need to write on FL Studio. The M Oscillator is another plugin where you could change the different wavelengths and make the sounds come out in different ways. So just mess with that plugin and I'm sure that you could get something sounding to your liking. The M Phaser is another phaser. The M Ratio lets you do a crossfade between different tracks. The M Ratio lets you do a crossfade between the track and the sidechain, so that's really cool. There's two different M Ratios on there, but they basically both do the same thing. The M Saturator is a great plugin. I definitely use that on my track to dampen up some of the noises and make it fill up the track. It really helped give the track a more studio-like feel because I'm recording this from just a computer and a microphone. But this plugin specifically helped my voice, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just gave my voice more of a full effect, as if I was at an actual studio recording it. The M Spectral Pan is another panner. The M Stereo Expander is basically what it says. If you want that noise or you want your voice to expand in the speakers, then you can use that. The M Stereo Scope is an advanced field analyzer and it lets you do solo, mid, and sidechain to different channels. The M Stereo Scope is an advanced stereo field analyzer which lets you solo, mid, and sidechain separate channels. The M Tremolo gives you like a tremble effect. Like if you want to carry out a little bit of your vibrato, then you could use that, but that's more of a drastic plugin. Like it changes the sound a lot, so just mess with it if you get the chance. The M Tuner is another pitch analyzer. In this plugin effect pack, there was 3 different pitch correction tools, so if you get the chance, use those. The M Utility plugin does a lot of different things. It's kind of like a phaser. It does like a panorama effect on it, stereo swapping, a DC blocker, a delay. Honestly, just mess with it. The M Vibrato, I use that on here because it gave more of a chorusy type effect to my lead verse. The M Wave Folder is basically another distortion. And the M Wave Shaper lets you construct whatever type of shape to your wavelength that you want to get the sound coming out to your exact liking. They have multiple bundles on their site on www.MeldaProduction.com. You can find whatever you like on there. I honestly think that the free plugins are amazing. Alright, let's get into how I edited this song with the Melda Productions FX pack. I like this auto-tune a lot because there's a dry wet knob directly on it, so you can like give yourself more reverb like directly to the auto-tune, which is a lot better in my opinion. There's also a width knob, so I use this width knob to fill up my voice into the track. Like basically the width knob works as like a stereo enhancer. It just brings your voice from being directly here and it spreads it out more. So that's why I like that. Basically just like any other auto-tune, you have the speed. So what it means with speed is how fast your voice is getting changed. So if you want your voice to get changed really fast, then you have the speed down lower. If you don't want the auto-tune on your voice that much, then speed goes higher. Another cool thing about this plugin is this bass knob. Like the lower it goes, like the less bass you could take out, or you can add bass into your voice. This definitely works well because a lot of times when I'm mixing, I find I have a lot of low end in my voice or I'll have a lot of high end. But to take out some low end, I could definitely use this bass knob instead of just directly trying to fuck with the EQ for hours. I could simply go straight into here, use the bass knob, tweak it to my liking, and then move on. The detune knob, I don't really like using that, especially not yet at least, but I did not want to use this because it was fucking up my voice. If you use this plugin, the detune knob and the keep format knob and the format shift knob, those ones are weird. You should keep the keep formats on 100 or else it's going to make your voice go deeper or go lighter and it's going to start fucking with it. The format shift, that just starts making your voice sound weird. And the detune, like that's what it says, like it starts detuning your voice. So like if you have a really fast auto tune and you want to detune it a little bit, then you can use the detune. But me personally, I didn't want to touch the detune because it was making me sound weird. And the last thing in this auto tune plugin, they have the depth knob. So that's basically kind of like the width, but not exactly a stereo separator. This is just like how much depth that auto-tune is giving. Like, think about like a chorus effect. Of course, if you watch this, I'm guessing you use FL Studio. Maybe you don't use FL Studio, but I'm sure you have a plugin that gives you a chorusy type effect. That's the only way that I can compare this plugin. The depth knob kind of gives you a chorusy type effect the more you use it. So I usually keep my depth down pretty low because, at least for recording, I keep my depth down low. If I want to change it later, I can go back and edit it, but it's really up to what you want to hear. This M compressor is really cool because there's multiple knobs on it. Instead of just having it on the hard setting, you can put it on soft. And if you put it on soft, then you're allowed to have a knee size. And what the knee size is you can see right here, like this point, like that's the knee. Like if you want that noise, like being smooth, then your knee size is more up. If you want it to be sharp, then it's down more. So just tweaking it to your liking can get you in a great place. But yeah, they have the soft feature, the linear, and the hard feature. The hard feature takes off the knee size, but honestly, you don't necessarily need to focus on the knee size to get an amazing sound. It's basically the same as any other compressor. So if you know how to use a compressor, then you're gonna know how to use this plugin. I use the M-Charm Verb on this song. This reverb is beautiful. Oh my gosh. I was sounding majestic with this on. I love this plugin because not only can you take out the lows and the highs, but you can also dampen the lows or dampen the highs. So let's say you have a kind of a harsh sounding low in your voice, but you kind of like it. If you dampen it up, it sounds a little bit better. That's at least what I did with my voice. I had like really bad lows in it, but I kind of liked the feel it gave the song, but it was too much low. So then once I dampened up the lows, it kind of fixed the mix. To be 100% honest, when I use this, I didn't even try using this gain right here or the widening, but from my basic knowledge of plugins, widening is basically just like it widens the reverb, and the gain is just how much louder the reverb will go. I didn't know that was there while I was editing. I guess I was in my own head. When I was editing this song, I was up for like 24 plus hours, so I was tripping. But anyways, this plugin's great. Made me sound beautiful. The M Vibrato, this plugin made me sound really cool in the parts where I have vibrato in my voice, or if I was carrying out a note really long, it made it sound cool. It has another width knob on it, has a rate knob so you can put in how much you want it to affect your voice, a depth knob, a tremolo. They have a separate tremolo plugin, but basically I think of tremolo, the vibrato plugin, I think of those like a chorusy type effect or like a phaser. So that's how I used it in these songs. And the M loudness analyzer, this was the last thing I put on some of these vocal tracks to give it more of a mastered type effect. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the one knob plugins, but I treated this like a one knob plugin. I just boosted the output a little bit, maybe took the input down, basically just tweaked with it to give myself a fake master. Just as good of a master as I could have gotten on my own. When I was making this beat though, I did use a lot of these plugins from MeldaProduction. I tried to stop using the FL Studio plugins and I used them and it made me sound pretty good. Basically, you can get a great sound out of whatever you want. Like if I wanted to, I can get a great sound just off of stock plugins, but these plugins give a little bit of a more enhanced feel to the song. So that's why I like using them. I will for sure be using MeldaProduction plugins on every single one of my songs from now on. All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to record my computer from right here because my computer is geeking right now. If you guys can hear that, by adding tremolo, it's like making my voice literally tremble. Like it sounds like I have some crazy vibrato, but like that is artificial vibrato. So I would not use that normally. And I would not have the depth up like that, but
Strategically crafted past, left now, make waves. You wanna show, by the way my drums bang. Got all my clothes, too many people in this town know me. Let's see love, man, we can make the world change. Out for a kill, keep it stepping, or you're made it'll take. Major rain, even on the minor.
Really quick, I just wanted to show you guys that. I just wanted to show you how you could tweak the knobs and get it to make your song sound formal. So I just wanted to show you guys how you could tweak the knobs and get your sound sounding more full or sounding better. I'll for sure do more tutorials. I'll for sure have more little tips and tricks with the plugins that I use throughout my tutorials. So I be dropping gems in like every single tutorial. So you really just have to pay attention, because I might do something different in this song and it might be crazy, and it might be something way different than what I did in this song. So honestly, if you get these plugins, please just mess with it. You can get a great sound off of just messing with it however you want to. I know I've said that about 300 times, but that I really mean that. Like, just mess with it. I'm saying just mess with it to the people that don't know how to mix. If you know what you're doing and you have a system, stick to that. But if you have no idea what you're doing, the best thing that you can do as a beginner is just testing stuff out. Just trial and error. That's the only way that you're going to get good. But yeah, so there's so many different things you can do with these plugins. Alright, that's going to conclude it for the video. Remember, if you want these plugins, the link to it is in the description. Also, I'm an affiliate to Plugin Boutique and Loop Masters. If you don't know what that is, Plugin Boutique and Loop Masters are websites where you can download plugins, VSTs, sounds, kits, whatever you need for your music production services, they got it there. And if you use my link, you get a discount to the products. It would help me out a lot because I get a commission and I'm helping you out, giving you some things. So if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. Even if you can't, no worries. Please just give me a like, comment, subscribe. You might not think it, but the smallest like can take me so much further than you think. So basically, anything helps out. If you guys like these plugin review videos, please let me know in the comments and I'll do more. Even if you guys don't let me know, I'm still going to do more plugin videos. But let's say you have a plugin that you think is really cool. Let me know in the description and I'll do a review to it. So that's going to wrap it up for the video. I hope you guys have a blessed day. If you use these plugins, let me know. I would love to hear the song. I would love to hear the beat or whatever you do with it. And I'm going to see you guys later. So stay up.